Greetings, people of the internet! I come bearing gifts. Well, not really, it's just a video. I don't have much gifts to give at anything, because I'm kind of broke. Sorry about that. I just recorded a review. I spent the last hour constantly talking and my throat is killing me. But no, I felt I should just, get a little video out there to let you know that no, I am not dead. Yes, I am still making reviews as slow as they are coming out. I currently have 2 reviews filmed. One that I filmed like a month and a half ago. Never got around to editing, and that will come out eventually, but I just recorded another one today that I'm going to put a rush on because I really want it out there. It's been on my mind a lot. But yeah, quite a bit has happened since the last time we spoke. My first semester's finished. I finished up the first draft of my paper, which I hate, so I'm not going to show it to basically anyone unless I have to at this point. But I'm pretty sure you guys will find out about that as time goes on. I have to have a second draft done by the 1st of February because I have to submit it for various things. That's all well and good. And I'm just like monumentally tired. It's one of those things, like Christmas is always one of those seasons that you think is going to be relaxing, but then turns out to not be relaxing at all. Take me, for example, every couple of years, my dad gets some money together and we go out on a vacation somewhere. In this case, it happened to be Florida. So we got to go down to Orlando, Florida for like 6 days, and we went to Disney World. And that was, fun. Had a great time there, but that's not really a relaxing vacation because you're there and you're at Disney World and you want to see everything. So you're on your feet all day, you're constantly moving, trying to make sure you can get on rides, you're standing in line going, ugh. But still, it was a very good trip, and I highly enjoyed myself. But it's only something we get to do every couple of years because my family's not extremely well off. So, yeah, I'm probably not going to be going down anywhere on vacation for quite a while. But that was good. Came back. Went to a lot of family gatherings on both sides of the family, both my family and my lady friend's family. Finally brought my entire DVD collection, which is over there on the wall. I'll show you that in a second. Finally brought that home. So, like, I can sit here and see everything I own that is not in, my giant DVD cases that I have. And that's kind of awesome, though it makes me realize I actually thought my collection was a lot bigger than this. Because I finally have a shelf that I can put all of it there in one place. Before, it was always had to be in 2 places, like in my room and my dad's. I had, like, 2 layers of a shelf above my desk, and I had like shelves attached to a wall above my bed, and they were all filled, and everything was filled. And I was just like, man, this collection is huge. And then you get a proper bookshelf that goes from like the ground up to the ceiling. You fill that thing up and you realize, I thought I had more than this. And it just means I gotta go out and buy more anime. Though really, most of my anime, I haven't really bought anything since like last May, back when I was at Anime North, because I just don't have a lot of money. But thankfully, some people are generous, if you want to put it that way, and have willingly donated extra copies of some really probably not that great anime for me to look at eventually. And I have them here. One I got is a show called Getter Robo, because that's gonna be great. Someone was nice enough to donate shrink-wrapped copies of a show called Ah My Buddha, because fan service. That's gonna be great. And I got back from Florida with a package from someone who donated to me Rin, Daughters of Memnosine, also known as Torture Porn, the anime. So, that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be real fun. But no, I got those, and now I actually have my collection, so I could see it. I noticed all the gaps in my collection too, like things that I have parts of, but not all of. Like I can see part 1 of Gundam Wing I have over there. Never bothered getting part 2 yet. I've had that for like a year. I have part 1 of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Haven't got the rest yet. I actually got Christmas money, which was great. I love Christmas money. It was a fair amount, and I went and did a small little shopping spree on Right Stuff to fill in some of these gaps. Like back a couple of years ago when I did my Soul Eater review, I specifically bought part 1 of Soul Eater the day it came out, just so I could do the review and feel like somewhat confident in myself because I owned it. And I could also talk about the dub, which was like great, but since then I never actually finished buying the rest of them. Thankfully, Right Stuff had them on for a really good deal. So I picked those up. What else did I buy? Because of the wonderful people on Podtaku, which, by the way, if you haven't listened to, you should. It's a wonderful podcast starring me and Gigig from the Anime Zone, Holden from Holden Reviews, and Jeannie from X Disturbed Jeans, who I'm still not happy with. Anyway, it was because of these people that I actually got around to buying The Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya. And by buy, I mean I ordered it. It's still coming, but I bought it so that I would feel, okay about watching it, even though it's been licensed and released already. So I watched that on Christmas Eve, and that was a great movie for Christmas Eve. The Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya. Oh, that was so good. But I happened to find a graphic novel series. I think it's a graphic novel. Either that or it's a light novel. Either way, based on Yuki Nagato from the alternate universe that takes place in the movie. And I was like, hells yeah. So I bought the first 2 volumes of that. What else did I get? Oh, and I got around to buying, the most requested anime to me to review ever in the history of me doing this. About the first 8 volumes of Hellsing Ultimate. Even though I already own volume number 1, I've just been holding off for a while. And, I even own them. I technically own them now. I'm not going to watch them until I get them. And I don't even know if I want to watch them until the rest of them come out, because I already know what's going to happen. I'm going to start watching them, and I'm going to get to end of volume 8, and I'm going to be like, where's the rest of it? And that's going to be, cool. But that's coming. And before you ask, yes, I am going to review it. I'm just going to wait until I have all of it. I don't have many rules when it comes to choosing anime, but that's one. It has to be complete. I don't do full glass reflection reviews on things that are not complete. That's what I have first reaction for. Speaking of, the new season's starting up, next week, so that should be fun. I don't know if I'm going to do first reactions for week 1. Last time around, I did it for week 3 and beyond, because usually what I like to do is I like to give it the first 3 weeks, because the first episode, they're trying to hook, line, and sink you right there in the first episode. The first episode is almost a write-off right away, because it's probably going to be one of the better episodes in the first half. Probably. So by episode 3 is when you can kind of see how the show's actually going to end up turning out, unless you get Shyamalan plot twists or something. I had to look at the lineup quickly because we're actually going to, I think we're going to be looking at that in a future Podtaku episode. Not sure just yet, but that's something we could be doing sometime soon. So I only briefly looked at the chart, and not much was there, in comparison to this past season. But that makes sense, because the seasons go on where every 6 months, with every 6 months you have the really big strong lineup because of all the shows that are going to be 24, 26 episodes long, and it's the ones in between where the 13 episodes come in and you're just it's okay. There's 1 or 2 good things, but there's not a lot of stuff this season. Well, it's because you gotta give them time. Plus the 26ers are still ending, so yeah, whatever. And I wanted to take this time right before I let you go off on your merry way, and I probably start editing the review I just filmed, to let you know of a New Year's resolution of mine. Now, normally I don't do New Year's resolutions because I know myself too well and I don't follow them, but I really want to try and actually follow this one. I want to actually try and do it, so at the end of the year I can feel accomplished. There is a certain anime that I want to watch that is quite long over the course of this year. It's one of those shows that, you know when you're ready to watch it. And if you're not ready, don't. Because you are not ready. And you need to be ready to watch Legend of the Galactic Heroes. If you're a follower of Podtaku, this probably won't come as a surprise because we mentioned it at one point in time, but Legend of the Galactic Heroes is an extremely long OVA series. It has 130 episodes. And this is like space opera on a scale that you have no idea. I don't know the full plot and everything because I haven't seen the show, but it's extremely long, and most people that have actually completed the show will tell you it's not an easy one to complete. It's like the Ulysses of anime. But it's something that I think I'm ready for. Something I'm willing to try. So on the 1st of January, I'm going to be watching the very first episode of Legend of the Galactic Heroes, and I'm going to try and see if I can fit in as many episodes as I can. And hopefully, by the end of the year, I will have completed Legend of the Galactic Heroes, and I will maybe review it. I don't know. It's probably something that is unreviewable to a large degree, but who knows? Maybe I might get scared on the 31st and decide, nah, I'm not going to do that. Who knows? I might not even watch it, but my hope is to maybe do it, because that would be really cool if I could finish on top of, everything else I'm doing. Jeez. Oh, and for those unaware, this upcoming review that I am putting out is number 96, if you're counting. I'm pretty close to 100. I'd be worried, except I've had this plan for like a year, and most of my plans have gone down the shithole in preparation for review 100. I actually planned for the episodes leading up to 100 to be a review week of awesome, until, the fall happened, and my school totally stopped me from being able to review anything, let alone get out 5 reviews in a week. Ugh. So, yeah, it's not going to be a review week of awesome, but hopefully the 100th review, when it comes, will still be good. And I hope you guys enjoy it when I get to it. Whenever that may be. What else? Talked about anime, talked about paper, talked about Galactic Heroes, talked about presents, I got money. Oh, and I also got, I got an iTunes gift card for like $10. It was one of those things where I was just sitting there and I was looking at it and I was just like, but I don't really use iTunes. Most of the songs I listen to, you can't get on iTunes. And then I was just like, maybe I should check. So I started looking through iTunes to actually try and find anime music. And I was surprised at stuff I found. You can find quite a lot of openings on iTunes. Not all of them. There are some things that aren't there. But like, you can get the opening to Sword Art Online on iTunes. It's there. Not that I had any reason to be, looking up the opening to Sword Art Online on iTunes. Anyway, talk to you all later. Stay frosty. Bye.